Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show, hosted by Floyd P. Roberts. This is your midweek market news. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Just today, we're going to talk about conventional sale. What a conventional market. We are not in a conventional market. I will explain that in a minute. But let's talk about what's going on in the market right now, what we're seeing globally as far as in the United States and around the world. As you know, the pandemic is coming out. The United States is coming out of the pandemic. Here in California, next week, Wednesday, supposedly we're supposed to be clearing out of the pandemic, and we're going to see a lot of things expiring. We're going to see a lot of the moratorium on rentals, and on moratorium on mortgages is supposed to be expiring next week. So we'll see what happens with there. We're already starting to seeing a lot of the courts are proceeding with evictions, and also a lot of courts are upholding it to where we don't know what's really going to happen. But we have to wait and see what's going to happen next Tuesday. But what I can tell you is that we know, and I've seen a lot of people that started the eviction process, and people have had to move because the landlords are getting tired of people not paying rent. And I know a lot of landlords have gotten forbearance as far as their mortgages, but a lot of them have not. So what that means for a lot of people, hopefully you will not be on the street. There's a lot of help. The government has placed a lot of help for a lot of tenants, which is tenant relief. So know your rights. Call your office, your local office, and find out what your rights are if you are facing eviction. Now, as far as on the mortgage side, a lot of mortgage is being forbearance, like they're giving an extension on it. So also know your rights. Call your bank, call your mortgage company, and see what help they can give you as far as relief, as far as paying your mortgage payment, and also paying your property tax. Okay, so let's talk about conventional market. As you know, right now we're not in a conventional market. The reason being is that we're seeing homes are flying off the shelves with 30, 40 offers soon as it comes out on the market. Now the conventional market, now you can see it's a waiting process. You know, it's usually a home is on the market for 30, maybe 40 days, if that. And also, if you are on the buying side of the conventional ways, that you may be able to get the seller to pay for your closing costs, also for some repairs, and also some other things, like maybe some repairs that need to be around the house or things like that. But now, in this market, it's not like that. You'll be lucky if you get the seller to pay for anything, because the homes are going so fast that no one's doing usually any repairs. So the buyer is set to do most, or if everything, that the repairs that needs to be done. Now, that's a conventional market, and we're not in a conventional market right now. It's not conventional times, because we're coming out of a pandemic, and we notice that a lot of people it's a short of homes. So a lot of people want to buy, but they just can't. They have to wait in line. We just saw last week at a house, came on the market. On the first day on the market, it's 40 offers. 40 offers on one property. Now you got to remember, if you're a buyer, you have to be creative. So some buyers are even foregoing the home inspection contingency and even the loan contingency on some of the homes just to get into a home. So that is not a conventional way of doing business and doing real estate, because usually you have all these contingencies that you have to go by, but some people are foregoing all those things just to get into a home. We're not in a conventional market right now. Okay, will we get back to that? Possible. When is that going to happen? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that sometime soon it may be a shift. In the Wall Street Journal last week, they're saying that the home sales had increased above the average home is paying anywhere from $35,000 to $50,000 more just for a home because of this pandemic and coming out of the pandemic also with all the offers and the high demand for homes in the United States. Also, you have going on with new construction. New construction is still at a high time high. It's for lumber, it's 4 times the cost for that home. So if you, about 2 years ago, maybe even a year ago, if you're paying for a new construction, it's about $250,000, $300,000. Even in Los Angeles, you're paying like 5, maybe 6, maybe 700,000. The average home in Los Angeles right now is $950,000, and that's for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, new construction. Now, coming out of that, it's not. You have to remember, it's not a conventional market. So the high demands, but you also have to remember the interest rates are so low that if you're saving on the money, that's making it more easier for people to get financing and creative financing to get into a home. A lot of people are coming with equity and so on and so forth. So you got to remember, we're not in a conventional market. We're in a different market right now. And maybe will we get back to that? I don't know. What I can tell you is real estate always going. Real estate always happens. Real estate, they're still closing. Real estate, there's still market coming on. The homes are coming on the market. And that's what I can tell you. Homes to You by Floyd P. Roberts. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.